love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like oh, yes, I love her like
Hello, little boy. Why you not on time, man?
I am. What you mean? I'm right. I'm literally right on time. What are you talking about? Everything is on time. 8:05. I had an 8 o'clock official start. 8:05. Yeah. Get it right. Wipe it down. Wipe it down. Yeah. What's happening?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Back from vacation.
Nah, for sure. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Just pause. Just pause. Just pause. And don't get to chatting either.
Man, already taking breaks as soon as he get in here. What you got going, man? Yeah, Raw Walk, Raw
What
Walk, he ain't got too much many more of them
what you talking about?
before I had to pop on him.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. What's happening? What's happening? Scrap, what's popping? Bloody, what's popping? Omar, what's popping? Raw, what's popping? That was crazy. My fault, little bro. My fault, little bro.
This how they start acting when they miss you and ain't seen you in a long time. You just get to talking crazy.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
How's vacation? What you get into? Or
Um,
should I introduce the show first and stay on track? Let me introduce the show first, actually, and then we'll jump into it. My fault. I'm out of whack. Just relax, bro. Just relax. Okay, here we go. Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only live stream. If you're new here, appreciate you all for tuning in. I know there's quite a few people that will run across this stream on the playback. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. And if you're watching live, definitely appreciate you as well. Make sure to take out the time right now to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell notification on if you're watching on YouTube currently. If you're watching on Twitter, shout out to you. Appreciate you, of course, for tuning in as well. If you're unfamiliar with our social media, you can connect with us down below. After Panthers Fans Only on Instagram, TikTok, at FPFO_podcast on Twitter. If you haven't done so already, make sure to join our FPFO road game experience giveaway. You plus one will have the chance to win a flight, game tickets, and a hotel stay in New Orleans. I believe that game date is November 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So go ahead and enter that down below. If you click on the link in the description below, you can enter that and get up to 5 or 6 entries, I believe. And give yourself the opportunity to go on the road with myself, Terrence, and the rest of the FPFO team, as well as just a huge group. I mean, I think that right now we're up to like 11 or 12 people, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this year's FPFO road game experience is going to be insane. And if you think that we're bluffing, you can tap in with Dez or Cody. And then Dez was the official winner of last year. And we a time was had. Let's just say that.
I gotta put that in my notes because I'm liable to forget
What?
when the game is. You said
Yeah,
November 15th.
yeah. It should already be in your notes, but yeah, that's about right.
Don't tell me what should be in my notes, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying that's it's nothing crazy. I'm just saying that's my observation. That's my opinion. It's subjective, of course.
Yeah, it always is, especially when you don't, really have a good understanding of what's going on over here.
I mean, I guess.
So I mean,
But yeah.
yeah.
What else? I think that's it. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, tap in with us on DSPs as well. And if you're kind of confused on what's going on, if you haven't been on the live streams or haven't caught an episode for the past couple of weeks, we're currently building out our studio, our new studio. So with that being said, we have gone to a live stream format for the past couple of weeks, and I think that we have one or two more episodes until we're back in studio. With that being said, I will probably be going live on Friday nights as well. So we'll drop an episode on Tuesdays still once we get back in studio. But then just based on how the training camp schedule is and things like that, we don't want to do like just a 1 week or one episode a week format. So we'll go in studio for Tuesday and then kind of follow the structure that we've done over the past few seasons with doing live streams on Fridays. Some episodes, I'm sure, Terrence won't be on, or it may just be Terrence, or it may just be me for some of those. It just depends on kind of what we have going on. But we want to make sure that we're staying in touch and connected and kind of giving our opinions as training camp goes on. So super excited for that. I think rookies report to camp on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, and then vets report on the 22nd. And then I believe that the 23rd is the official kickoff. I don't know if my timeline is right on that, but I believe that I am on the right track in that regard. So super excited for that. Things are about to ramp up. Me and Terrence were just talking about this time of year, bro. It's just so like you're just in limbo. You're just in limbo. And luckily, like we've had the World Cup to kind of hold us over. But as far as creating content and stuff like that, there's only so many conversations that we can continue to have. Shout out to Xavier Leggett and Zero Evero. Terrence is, matter of fact, never mind.
Yeah, bro. I'm not.
What?
I'm not getting into that, bro. I'm not getting into that because then you're gonna try to create another narrative that
it's not.
I don't feel like entertaining.
Okay, understood. Well, we do have a super chat. Round of applause. We'll get to that real quick.
Shout out QJ.
Shout out QJ. I need Caleb to spin that shit, Williams. See the blue tent week 1. I mean, we gonna see. Chicago was a really, really good team last year. And y'all's boy, like, he liked treating week 1, 2, and 3 as an extension of the preseason. So we gonna see.
Well, that's when his coach don't let him play in the preseason.
Huh?
That's because his coach don't be letting him play in the preseason.
No, that's who I'm referencing.
Oh,
I ain't on the reap yet. I ain't on little reap yet. Just calm down. See, look, that's how. Matter of fact, let me. That's how they get behind them. You can't even say shit that's even close. I'm talking about Canal, and then
you didn't specify. Like make yourself clear. If you're gonna speak, make yourself clear.
Dave Canales likes treating the weeks 1 through 3 as an extension of the preseason. And so if we continue to do that, as we've seen the past 2 seasons in a row, then, anything is liable to happen week 1. Week 1, Bryce Young's first year, it was competitive against Atlanta, had an opportunity to win the ball game down the stretch, and we give the football up, I think, 3 or 4 times that game. And then week 1, 2 years ago was so that was Frank. That was under Frank Reich when Bryce started. 2 years ago, week 1 was
the Saints.
LA.
The Saints.
The Saints. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that traumatized me damn near for life. I would never.
They did us the worst way.
Yeah. And then week 1 last year was Jacksonville, which was just an absolute brutal game. We were in attendance, felt like it was 127 degrees.
It was horrible. We almost lost a soldier that day.
Oh God, yes. Haley almost went out of here and visited the upper room. So we had that. We had the thunderstorm delay, and then we just had an abysmal performance from the entire Carolina Panthers roster, specifically Trevin Wallace and Xavier Legette. I mean,
And before that day even started, my phone broke the night before. Literally got ran over by a bus. So I mean,
it just wasn't. It just Week 1's QJ unfortunately just have not been the most forgiving the past couple of years. So I'm personally just optimistic about the season as a whole. I'll say that, and I will not be overreacting to Week 1 this year because this team and coaching staff has shown me that they don't really take it as serious as I would like them to. So, yeah, I would love to see Caleb Williams under the tent as well. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it that way because we don't wish injury on anybody. But if he just so happens to get stretched at the hands of our defense, then so be it. So be it. Okay. That's all I have for an introduction. QJ, appreciate the super chat. Let me see. Okay. Happy 4th. I guess. Happy belated 4th.
Belated 4th. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get into?
I've been at the beach since like Wednesday night. So I was at the beach this whole time. Played some golf. Went out. I had a few friends that I met down there as well. So it was a chill week pretty much. Did a lot of drinking. Kind of regret it. Not really, but kinda.
Getting
So
older.
yeah, it started to hit harder that morning after. So it's tough getting back in the groove of things because I came back. I came back Sunday night, but I didn't go to work Monday just because I was like I need the extra day to kind of rest. So getting back into the groove, went back to work today, but then I also have a wedding this weekend, so I have a flight Thursday night that I got to catch. So it's just gonna be a lot, and I think I'm gonna hit the casino too. So it's a lot going on, bro. It's a lot going on. Then the next weekend I'm in Georgia celebrating my pop's birthday. So yeah, it's a lot going on.
Shout out OG Tone, man. shout out OG Tone, man. You know, shout out.
He was drunk on the 4th, and he called me just on some bullshit, bro.
they had a white party. They had a white party this year.
I don't know. Nah, they went to my uncle's house back home this year. It was like a family reunion / 4th of July get together, and he was just he was drunk out his mind, bro. Really drunk out his mind, bro.
I need to somehow find my way down to that white party one of these years.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Yeah, I gotta make it down to that. But then again, I just don't know. I just don't know.
I seen where you was at this weekend, or who you was with, rather, or both, I guess.
You did. I don't know how you would have seen who I was with unless you were just on my dick. But
how is that the case?
I mean, because I'm trying to figure out how you would have seen who I was with. Who was I with?
I seen it on somebody's story.
Oh, okay. So you got my sister on Instagram, and she leaking information. That's what it sounds like to me. But yeah,
how's that leaking information?
Because it just is. But I'm not mad at it. I mean, I don't care. That's fine with me.
Yeah, because you already went public.
Yeah. I went public. I went as public as I'm willing to go right now just because niggas be weird. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, I was in the Northeast.
Shout out to
this
you.
weekend. Had a fucking phenomenal weekend. Flew out on Friday, stayed in Springfield at the MGM with my shorty. Then we traveled to New Bedford, where my family is from, my mom's family. We had a family cookout. We had probably about, I don't know, man, maybe 65 to 70 people out there at one of the parks out there. And in correlation with that, so obviously Independence Day for America is July 4th. Well, the Cape Verdean Independence Day is July 5th. And so that being said, every year they do with that weekend, they do kind of like a collaborative America X Cape Verde independence celebration.
I thought y'all were gonna win. Sorry, go ahead. Excuse me. My
And
fault.
hey, don't worry, we're gonna get to the World Cup soon, nigga. Because you told me that USA was gonna win too, but I digress.
I have a lot to say about them. So yeah,
me too.
Just save it.
Yes, me too. Because transparently, Cape Verde won in my book. I mean, we went toe to toe on overtime with the fucking GOAT.
We don't celebrate.
That's just what it comes.
We don't celebrate moral victories.
No, we don't celebrate moral victories when it comes to the Panthers. We celebrate moral victories when we're talking about a group of islands with only a 500,000 population that has never made it to the World Cup before and went toe to toe against Lionel Messi and that Argentina super team. But I digress. Again, we'll get to the World Cup in a second. So did that on Saturday. Shout out to my folks. Phenomenal time there. Then went down to New York on Sunday for the Yankees game. The performance that they put up was fucking atrocious. The only thing that made it good is that I had my drinks and my girl with me, because if I didn't have both of those things, then I probably would have been crashing out. They were able to muscle up 3 total hits on the day. So, second time ever in Yankee Stadium, and that's what I got treated to, was a bullshit performance, a 6-1 loss to the Minnesota Twins. And not only did I have to endure that, but I also had to endure it without Byron Buxton in the lineup. He got 1 hit the top of the first inning. He tried to steal. He got shot at second base, and he was out for the remainder of the game, which is one of my favorite players in the MLB. So, yeah, the alcohol, the alcohol and the quality time definitely made that trip worthwhile, because outside of that, just nothing to write home about. And then Monday went to the Basketball Hall of Fame. So literally just did a tour of damn near the entire Northeast. So great 4th of July weekend for me personally. Got back in town this morning around 9. Went to my spot, well, really our spot that Tavian put us on. Well, I don't know if he put you on, but I know for sure he put me on. Briggs. Yes, sir.
No, he didn't put me on. I went out. I went there like for a team breakfast one day. But nah, he didn't put me on. But I started going regularly with him after that.
Facts. Yeah, they got a right now they got a special peach menu, and I got the peach pancakes. Crack. Yes. Yes, nigga. I was driving back. I mean, I was up at like 5 a.m. this morning, but I was driving back sleazy as hell because the itis was all throughout my bones. I ain't gonna lie. But I made it, and we made it to this point. As soon as I got to the crib, I passed out for probably 3 or 4 hours. So energized, happy to be here. Great weekend. I go back to work tomorrow and Thursday, and then I'm on the road once again, going to the J. Cole show in the Spectrum Center on Friday night for opening night of his tour. If you see me, say what's up. If you have a problem with me, please just sweep it under the rug. Cause I ain't even trying to get into no shit, really. I'm not. I'm just trying to have a good time with my niggas.
Did you hit the casino out there when you went?
I did. We stayed at the casino, the MGM in Springfield.
I'm talking about, is this in Connecticut? I'm talking about Connecticut when you went.
No. I don't. When I go up there, I don't stay. I don't be staying in Connecticut. I didn't hit that one. But there's a Mohegan in Connecticut though. That's where you're going.
I have no idea.
I think you're going to the Mohegan, and that's where I'm going. I'm going to Vegas August 26th or 7th, I think. But when I go up, because we're gonna fly out together, so when I go up, we're gonna stay at the Mohegan.
In Vegas,
and go from there.
Oh no. And what do you call it? Yeah.
Nah, but I haven't been there yet. I've only been to Springfield. I've never been to now I have been to a couple of casinos outside of Vegas, but the casinos that I know are in Vegas, and then I've been to the one in DC or whatever, like Baltimore or whatever the case may be, and then the MGM in Springfield. So I haven't been to the one in Connecticut yet. But when do you go up there again? You say you're going to the casino soon, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean it'll be smooth. It'll be smooth. I did not like the one in DC. The
I've never
energy and the
been to the
vibe
one
was
in
just
DC. Well,
the energy and vibe was just off.
I already know what type. Timing they on in DC.
No, yeah, because it's just you know what I'm saying. And Vegas, you going and it just feels fun. Everything feels fun. Yeah, we're here for Bachelor. We're here because it's Vegas. This and that. Out there, it feels like, yeah, nigga, I might not be able to survive tomorrow if I don't crack them. So yeah, it's just a different feeling, and I didn't like it. It made me uneasy. I'm not gonna lie. But you should go and just see if you like it.
To where? DC?
Yeah.
No, I'm never going to that casino, bro.
I mean, it's nice though. Don't get me wrong. It's nice as hell now, and it's big.
I don't see a reason why I would be going there.
Shit, you know that's where Ross stay now.
Yeah,
I can easily see us going up there one weekend and bullshitting with him, and then we decide to go to the casino.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's not going to be my first choice.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I understand. I totally understand. In other news, the World Cup, I just want to give a huge round of applause. Terrence ain't going to clap his hands because he's he's a hating ass nigga. Shout out to Cape Verde.
Because we're not into moral victories.
No, you're not, nigga. We're into moral victories in a situation like this. I am. I won't speak for you. I am,
bro.
Personally. We almost got the job done. And that sounds worse than really what it was. We took one of the best teams in the world, one of the most historic franchise in World Cup history. We took them all the way down to the wire, and we were probably about 7 or 8 minutes away from penalties. And again, hey, the only thing I can do is commend them. We were down multiple times throughout the match, and we fought back like the entire match. And unfortunately, we just defensively weren't able to come up with 4 or 5 more clearances. And it just happens like that when again you're going up against a stacked team. But shout out to the islands. And we'll be back very soon. It was a phenomenal game.
Yeah, when bro hit that crosser, he didn't mean to kick that in. He meant to cross it. But when he hit that joint, I was like, that's crazy there.
And transparently, that game was a lot more enjoyable than what I saw from USA yesterday. Because the shit that they pulled last night, a day after America turned 250.
Bruh, the thing that pissed me off, it's like they played the exact opposite of how they've been playing the whole tournament. Like nothing but bullshit. Not physical. Passes and touches was horrible. Just everything all around, bro. And then Matt Freese and Tim Reams. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to stomach another World Cup with them, back there.
And I'm gonna say this too, like not
because they gambling. What I seen from them yesterday, they got a FanDuel account.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because the entire match we looked outclassed and outmatched the entire match. Literally from the beginning whistle, like nigga, I felt like we was in danger the whole time, bro. And I was at the sports book, and the book was deep last night. It was deep as hell. And of course, everybody out there with a USA shit on, everything like that. And it just felt like the entire first half, like it was just domination on the part of Belgium. Obviously, we were able to tie it. And in the second half, the wheels just fell off. And I mean, it was just sad and embarrassing. Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this too: that Christian Pulisic, whatever, that nigga ain't what y'all try and make him out to be. He just don't got it, bro. He don't got it.
Yeah, they want to make it seem like he the best player on the team, but he really not, bro. He didn't do nothing the whole cup. He really didn't do nothing the whole cup. He went down with that injury, and when he came back, he was just never the same. But even like up until that point, he hadn't did anything the whole cup, bro. It was just an embarrassing performance. And I had told Tavian before the game even started, I was like, watch this be the game that Matt Freese decides to fuck off. Like, watch this be the game. And sure enough, did he not do just that? it was just a horrendous effort by everybody on that team. Really bad, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And look, I mean, I'll give them credit because they came out of the group. They won the group. They
Yeah, but
got
they
to the
had
round of
one of the
32.
easiest groups. They had one of the
They did.
easiest groups. When you're like one of the host countries, like you typically have a fucking dog shit group, and they had one of the easiest groups. So I pretty much knew that once they had to go up with somebody with some firepower, I didn't think it would be Belgium. I thought it would be Spain in the next round. That they were going to get tested and they wouldn't be able to respond.
Yeah. And sure enough, that's what they did. Because I mean, yeah, you can beat Bosnia. Shit.
Yeah.
Me, club ECU team can beat Bosnia. Just put me in the goal and I'll make something shake. Don't even worry about it. Or that's just ridiculous. Cool. No
No,
comment.
no, that no, that's insane.
Cool.
Disrespect.
Cool. And see, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too before we move on to Panthers football. Unfortunately, USA will never be worse shit on the world stage until we change the whole structure of the shit. We got to change the structure, bro. We got to change the structure. We just don't got what them other countries got. Like these young niggas, they getting in the academy and they getting two organizations at 11, 12 years old. And they it's just a whole lot different. Whereas you in America, you got to be top 5% to participate in a sport like soccer and be good with the amount of training and everything that you need. And so until that door is open, and our true athletes, the best athletes in our country, have the opportunity to get money like that from a training standpoint, it just won't happen. And it's scary because honestly, I see basketball taking the same path right now. I see basketball like before, you just had to be like that to compete in basketball. And now it's not necessarily like that, bro. If you're not on the AAU circuit and you're not getting in front of, these scouts and stuff like that, and you don't got that show to get in front of those eyes, it's very, very difficult to make it. So something got to change. All that being said, something got to change. Now, that being said, I want you to tell me why Tetairoa McMillan is better than Derek Brown. I'll give you 30 seconds.
He plays a sexier position. I don't think that he's better than Derek Brown. I don't think he makes more of a impact on the team than Derek Brown, but I just think that he plays more of a sexier position. He was the number 8 pick. I don't know. I really don't know how he landed at 87. I mean, all in all, I was glad to see him make the list because I was glad to see him get that notoriety and like just to know that if he's able to build upon that, like the sky is the limit for him and for the Carolina Panthers receiving core. So I was glad to see him on the list, but it is still almost disrespectful. Well, it is disrespectful that he's in front of Derek Brown. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I would say personally that first and foremost, I don't believe that he should be ranked higher than Derek Brown. I don't care if we're going off of full body of work throughout a career, even though I know he only has 1 year under his belt, or just last season. In my opinion, when you look at Derek Brown's numbers and you look at the impact Derek Brown had being back on the field, coming off that injury, there's no way that you can look at that defense what they put up 2 years ago, the worst defense in NFL history. You add that piece back. Now, of course, I know that you added Trevon Moehrig and you added a couple of additional pieces or whatever the case may be. But it starts up front. It starts in the trenches, and not having Derek Brown 2 years ago and having him last year, it was night and day. It just simply was. And I don't want to take this moment away from T-Mac too much because, like you said, I'm happy to see him on the list. I don't know when the last time we had a receiver make the top 100 list was.
Been a long time.
I was about to say, but I would have to assume it's been quite some time. So that in itself is outstanding to see because it seems like we're turning that corner of, again, having the weapons in the room that Bryce Young needs to be successful. So shout out to Tetairoa McMillan on that front. Like we mentioned, he came in at number 87 on the list. And with that being said, I'll look back at our conversation last week about do we think that we'll see 5 Carolina Panthers make the list? I think that we absolutely will see 5. If Bryce made it at 98, we have already seen T-Mac and DB. I think Trevon Merrick will make it, even though I know that that's an unpopular opinion. Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd will definitely make it, which we're gonna go ahead and just claim them.
Yeah.
For the
No, bro. We can't count them.
Why? Why can't we count them?
Because they're gonna make it based on the work that they haven't done in Carolina yet. And so, I mean, I think it's gonna be easy for 5 to make it when, if we're counting those guys, because I think those are locks. But I want to see what's gonna happen with just the players that we had last year that are currently on our team.
So we'll see. We'll say JC and Mike Jackson guaranteed.
Yes,
so that's 5 right there.
I mean,
there's your 5.
I hope that's the case.
Oh,
well, because I'm just telling you because okay. Let me ask you this question: where do you think Mike Jackson should land on the list?
Somewhere above Jaycee Horn.
Yeah, but like, what's the threshold? Where's the list at right now?
I don't know. I think we've gone in the top 80 or so.
All right.
Because,
where do you think? Where are you thinking?
I mean,
50s
T-Mac was
to
at
60s?
87. Yeah, I'm thinking top. I'm thinking somewhere between top 40 and 50. For sure. No question.
And what if he's not there?
If he's not there, then he's going to be damn top 30 or top 20. He's going to be on the list.
Well, I mean, do you remember last week's episode?
Yes, I do.
And do you see where they have Derrick Brown right now? I'm saying that to say be prepared. If it ain't what you want to see.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell folks right now, if he ain't on the list, yeah, I'm gonna have a lot to say. 1000%. But again, don't want to take the moment away from T-Mac. But we will dive deeper into that conversation after I play this video. Let me play this video real quick, and then we'll dive into that a little bit more, because there was a list that came out that I was very shocked by, transparently, but I'll go slow and again let T-Mac have his moment because he deserves it.
That was pretty exciting drive.
That play, in 4th down, we got to convert on a play like that.
2 for 2 today is Carolina. On this crucial 4th down, Young, McMillan, got it! Touchdown, Panthers lead!
He's covered when I throw that ball, but if he's step by step, that means he's open. He does a great job of adjusting, fading. That's not an easy catch at all. When you have a guy that you know you can trust when the game's on the line like that, it means the world.
T-Mac's going to be a hell of a receiver.
Rookie wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan. He's had a terrific year so far for this Carolina offense.
There's so much stuff you can't teach that he's so special at.
Bryce Young steps and throws. He's got it to McMillan.
Offensive Rookie of the Year?
He did.
Good for him.
Yeah, he nice. He got everything. Running routes. He can hot point the ball. He can make competitive catches. Like, everything you need from a receiver, he got.
He's 6'4". He's 200 pounds, and he really don't care who line up in front of him.
He a big body, so even when you feel like you got him covered, he able to make those tough catches at the catch point.
The catch is made by McMillan, and McMillan brings it in with Carrington Valentine draped all over him. T-Mac's just overall size helps him. Throws deep down the left side. He wants McMillan, makes the catch.
I mean, to have that kind of awareness as a rookie, it's really great to see it.
Those big body receivers, it take a little extra oomph to get them down. You gotta be focused throughout the whole down.
Refusing to go down.
To come in as a rookie and play that big of a role, for a team like that's trying to turn things around is pretty impressive.
He sets the single season record for rookie receiving yards.
Makes your job so much easier when you know if it's one-on-one, I don't have to think. I don't have to go through these reads and progressions. I like my guy. Knowing you have a guy that's going to win like that, it's huge.
The California connection. Bryce Young to Tetairoa McMillan.
Having T-Mac ranked, it's special.
His ambition to be the player that he wants to be, man, it's, no ceiling for him.
Shout out T-Mac. And I will say, that's why I said, like us saying, us talking about me introducing the segment and saying, give me the reason why he's better than Derrick Brown. I shouldn't have did that. That's unfair to Tetairoa McMillan and the moment that he had last year. Because like you heard from the Panthers broadcast, he did break the record for receiving yards by a Carolina Panthers rookie. That's huge when you look at, the guys that have come through this organization that have played the receiver position. And you look at the impact that he did have on this offense, and you looked at what he was able to accomplish within this scheme that at times hasn't looked the best. I do want to give him his flowers in that regard. I think that 87 is a fair ranking because, we've talked about 1,000 yards not really hitting the same in today's game, whether it's running backs or wide receivers or whatever the case may be. But to do that, I think, what did he miss? He ended up missing like 2 or 3 games last year.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
So, that being taken into account, I'm super excited about Tetairoa McMillan. I think he can be even more of a dog than he is now when you look at the weight that he's added on this offseason. He talked about that a little bit during training camp or during mini camp, and where, he was talking about how he cut down last year and he wasn't as comfortable. So I think with him adding that weight, with him converting on a couple of more of those plays last year or having an opportunity to convert on them this year, I think that 10-14 or whatever that number was with the 6 or 7 touchdowns can go from 10-14 to potentially 13 or 1,400 yards and 10, 11, 12 touchdowns, maybe even. So I think the sky's the limit for Tetairoa McMillan. I'm excited that he's a Carolina Panther. I was excited when we drafted him. Loved what I saw last year, though I do feel as though there was a lot of meat left on the bones, that I said multiple times on this podcast. But with that being said, for him to be ranked at 87, even taking all of those things into account, I'm super excited for us to see him grow and develop, and at the bare minimum, another 3 or 4 years of the T-Mac show. So
yeah,
I'm happy for him.
A lot of room for improvement, a lot of opportunity to get better, and that's what you want to see. Like, it's tough if you come in and you're already good at everything. So I think that obviously, like you said, he left a lot of meat on the bones, but I think that he's going to be a really good player for us in the long run. Think he's going to turn into be one of the best receivers in the league, and I'm happy to see him already getting that notoriety. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what he has in store because I'm pretty sure he knows that he left a lot. He left a lot out there. He knows that there's opportunity for him to get better. He has to cut down on those drops. A lot of things can be better, but I'm sure that he's working towards that. So I'm excited to see what he does, honestly.
Agreed. I'm going to tap into the chat real quick. Somebody that we are sleeping on, and shout out to QJ for bringing this point up. But yeah, that Damian Lewis, we are sleeping on Damian Lewis potentially making the list as well, because he had a hell of a year last year, honestly, and he was consistent. He stayed healthy for the duration of the season. And yeah, I think that we have a conversation. There's a conversation to be had at the end of next season, because I believe Damian Lewis's contract will be up by then. And if y'all remember, we kind of jumped out the window to pay Damian Lewis. We had to pay that trash tax that we've talked about multiple times on this podcast with bringing Damian Lewis in. But since he's been in, he's been a significant part to the offensive line, and he's been one of the more consistent pieces that we've had. And you can tell when he's off the field. You can tell the difference between when he's off the field and on the field. And that's a guy that you want around, especially when you're a young team or a younger team trying to turn that curve and trying to become more consistent as a contender, whether it's in the division or the playoffs or whatever the case may be. That's what you need. The trenches is where you win football games, and Damian Lewis is one of those guys, again, that doesn't play a sexy position. Linemen aren't necessarily ever really going to get the love that they deserve, in my opinion. We see the most love get thrown around to edge rushers, and outside of that, we don't really see too much love going around in the trenches. But it's a huge part to your team, and if your laws ain't intact, then you're in a bad position. So yeah, Damian Lewis is another guy, in my opinion, that should make the list as well. So we should have 6 Panthers. We should have 3 down and 3 more to go, in my opinion. Great point, QJ. Great point. Let me see. Going through the chat some more. Let's see. When I say higher, when I say Mike Jackson should be higher than Jaycee Horn, I'm saying like should be closer to the top than Jaycee Horn. Because the way I'm looking at it is like not necessarily working top to bottom, is working bottom to top. So yeah, I think Mike Jackson should be ranked higher than Jaycee Horn, based on the teams that they had last year. Because we're only taking the season into account.
Yeah,
So,
but
Mike
I
Jackson
don't
should
know
be
if they're
higher than JC.
I don't know if they're gonna go based off of that though necessarily, because
Shit, they did it with Derek Brown.
yeah, but they've also tend to not do it in a lot of ways as well. So I just feel like based on what they feel about JC, at some point this list also becomes a popularity contest too. Like people have to realize that like there's a good bit of it that can become a popularity contest. So I just think that like with not a lot of people really watching the Carolina Panthers, as we've seen with the Derek Brown ranking and the T Mac ranking, like ranking him over him. Also, I would say that a lot of people probably don't really know who Mike Jackson is as well. Even though like he was second in PBUs, like second in like pass defense. I forget all of the stats, but I'm assuming like a lot of people don't know about him as well. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised.
I mean, yeah, I that's a fair point. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I will be bothered, but I won't be surprised because I know how this shit go. But I will be bothered, and that's no knock to Jaycee Horn. I just think that Mike Jackson had one of the better years from a cornerback that we've seen as an organization, and I think with that came a lot of he's a top cornerback in this. He's a top 3 cornerback in this. Yeah, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that for sure. I agree with this, J47. For sure. For sure. If he cleans up the drops, he would have had another 3 touchdowns and 200 yards. Yeah. So we're looking at him potentially having last year, just from drops alone, 12, 15, and 10 tutties as a rookie. Now that shit right there, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. And that's not taking into account either the big, the 40 or 50 yard pass that got called back week 18 against Tampa Bay when the referee threw the flag late as hell because they put some shit in the game. Yeah, that's not even taking that into account because there was a couple of those. So yeah, for sure. QJ, appreciate the super chat again, brother. Round of applause. Chandler Zavala, thank you for your service at the T. Yeah, no, 1,000%. 1,000%. And I would probably hesitate to even thank him for his service because he just oh my God. If y'all want to see something sad and embarrassing, matter of fact, let me know. I'm not even going to do it, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Well, that's QJ's fault, bro. QJ be trying to trigger me. He be trying to trigger me intentionally. See. But yes, I would agree. But then again, bro, honestly, that being said, what is he? He's going into year 3 or year 4. We don't have that much depth on the offensive line right now. So you damn near got to keep him around and just pray to God above that he doesn't have to touch the field. Honestly, because we don't have enough depth to just be like, hey, Chandler Zavala, thank you for your service. We just don't. We just don't. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. Because there's a name that I believe that we should bring back.
It was Chandler Zavala that almost broke Bryce's foot.
Yes, it was. That is a fact. That was a fact. Or that is a fact. Let me see. So we're having this conversation. I mean, we're having this conversation just about the NFL top 100 list and everything like that. I want you to do this. I want you to tell me in order, your top five Carolina Panthers right now. Yes, your top 5 Carolina Panthers right now. And for the sake of the conversation, we'll do one list. We'll do one list without the additions from this season or this offseason, and we'll do one list with it. Because I'm sure it'll be the same, but our rankings might be different.
Yeah.
Our rankings might be very, very different, but I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
What do you want to start? Which list do you want to start with first?
Let's go with the current Panthers that we've seen play for the Panthers.
And I know you told me to have the list together. I don't, but I think I like it better coming off the top, just thinking about it.
All right, I'm not mad at it.
I think Derek Brown is one. I'm going to say Derek Brown. I'm going to say Jaycee Horn. I'm going to say Mike Jackson. Derek Brown, Jaycee Horn, Mike Jackson. I'm going to say Bryce Young, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say Damian Lewis, and I'm going to say Bryce Young.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I can throw Chuba in there, and there's a lot of people that are like honorable mentions. I can throw Chuba in there. I can throw T-Mac in there based on the season that he had. There's a lot of people that can be interchangeable, but
I think that the talent disparity isn't that significant. Like the difference between talent ain't that. Like we can have a conversation about potentially putting Chuba up there, potentially putting T-Mac in there. For me personally, I'm gonna say DB at 1, JC at 2, Mike at 3. Then I would probably go Trevon Merrick at 4. And then I'll say probably Dame at 5. And then that's probably what the list will be. That's probably what the list would be for real. T-Mac will probably be 6. I think Coker, honestly, even though we haven't seen Coker consistently for the duration of an entire season, from a pure talent standpoint, I think that Jalen Coker is better than Bryce. So Bryce would drop further down on my list in that regard. That's not no hating shit. That's just me being 100% honest. Who else? Yeah, I mean that's just what it would. I would probably have Bryce ranked like 8 on the list for real. No cap, like on the team.
I mean, I don't know.
And currently, go ahead.
I guess.
Yeah, bro. I think that I can make the argument. I think that the 5 names that I gave already, DB, JC, Mike, Trey, and Dame, I think those 5 are undoubtable. I think T-Mac, seeing what he did in his rookie year already, I think that I can make a argument for for Coker, but again, the health thing would be big. And I really would jump out the window, and this is gonna get me ridiculed, but I damn near don't even care. I damn near would jump out the window and say Corey Thornton. But I'm gonna go slow. I'll go slow.
Corey Thornton what?
I'll go slow.
Bro, you just saying.
I'll go slow. No, I'll
you just saying. You just saying stuff.
I'll go slow. I'll go slow for sure. And the list with the list including Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips. Oh God. I mean, I don't even know who I would take out of my top 5 right now for that. I would probably, I would
have to kick Bryce out of my top 5. I would probably kick Bryce, and I don't know, bro. The thing about Jalen Phillips, like we just haven't. He's been injured a lot. He was also on Philly with like a really good defense, so it's kind of hard to necessarily throw him up there with other guys that are already in the top 5. I feel like Devin Lloyd. I would kick out Bryce for Devin Lloyd to make that list. But I don't know about Jalen Phillips as of yet. Like, obviously, I'm excited about what he can potentially bring to the table. I'm excited about the addition of Jalen Phillips, and I think if he plays up to his potential, like the Carolina Panthers is going to be in very great shape, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But I don't know if I'm necessarily able to throw him inside of that top 5 right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not mad
QJ,
at
he
QJ.
just
Yeah, that was
yeah,
too much. That
bro.
was too far. That was too far. It was.
It was way
It
too
was.
far, bro.
It was too
And
far.
yeah, it's just bait. Just bait.
Bloody, what's happening? This Bloody's list: DB, Horn, Mike Jack, Damian Lewis, and T Mac. I'm not mad at it. Like
I mean,
said,
it's about the same as mine.
yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I think those 5 guys, the top 7 on the team, you're going to be able to make a list that has them top 5. I wouldn't put Chuba. I wouldn't put Chuba up there, unfortunately. I think Chuba is a dog, but I think that he has too many holes in his game. Whereas there's a couple of players as it pertains to their position that are just more complete players. No, Ernie, unfortunately not, bro. And the reason for me why is because we didn't see Robert Hunt for the better part of last year. Now, don't get me wrong. He went crazy 2 years ago. When we first brought him in, that duo between him and Damian Lewis, a godsend. We needed that more than air itself. But last season, and I've been on record saying this multiple times, but last season when Robert Hunt was playing, the first game against Jacksonville and the first 2 quarters or quarter and a half, whatever it was, against Arizona, he didn't look like himself. And I don't know if he was injured at that point already. I don't know what it was, but we had conversations at that time, and we've continuously had conversations about Robert Hunt not looking the best, or looking like the best version of himself at the beginning of last year. We just simply have, and I mean, that's just a fact. He just didn't. He didn't look good at the beginning of last year, and then he got injured. And so really coming into this year, I don't know what we're going to get from Robert Hunt, and I don't know what that's going to look like. I just don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, even given like him just not being available like all of the time, also coupled with very average play as well. So it's kind of hard to throw him on that list for me.
Facts. Ernie said he's not living up to the contract. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. We're on the same page in that regard. He had a one good year, and then last year we didn't get shit from him. So, I mean, yeah, no. But again, Ernie, the thing about it is what we talk about all the time. This is why it's imperative that you make yourself a contender, because then shit will happen where, like, we hear Devin Lloyd took a discount to join the Carolina Panthers. But unfortunately, when you're not having success and when you're not on those nationally televised games and having the opportunity to kind of put on display what you've been working towards, and you're locked into that 1 o'clock slot week in and week out, and you're inconsistent and shit like that, and you're presenting the worst defense in NFL history, and you're presenting a quarterback that people don't necessarily know if he's when all of those things are running the course, you're going to run into a situation where you have to pay that trash tax. And unfortunately, where the Carolina Panthers were after Bryce Young's first NFL season, we had to pay the trash tax for guys like Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt. And I will say, so far, so good on the Damian Lewis deal, because he's been consistent. He's been one of the better pieces on your team. He's been available, and he's been a guy that you want to have in that locker room. With Robert Hunt, again, he had a phenomenal first year with the Carolina Panthers. Last year, we weren't able to see much. But, yeah, the contracts don't look the best right now, or the contract doesn't look the best right now as it pertains to Robert Hunt, because you had to pay that trash tax. And I'm not mad that we paid it, because we needed it. We needed a Robert Hunt in the locker room at that time. Let me see. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at them trying to restructure, but I don't think he's going to agree to that.
Well, got to hit the roll.
Go slow. He has 2 more years.
Well, I mean, if he ain't talking what we trying to talk about, then, we also ain't jumping out the window to keep you either.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Shit, since we're here, let's pull it up.
Because we got other folks we're going to have to pay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
For
got
sure.
Bryce contract still coming up. You got Mike Jackson contract coming up. I mean,
We're not. I've already tried to tell everybody we're not. Mike Jackson will not be a Carolina Panther at the end of this season, and it pains me to say that. And I hope that they can get something done. But if he even produces 70% of what he did last year, we're not going to be able to afford him. Especially not with him getting new representation. He ain't do that shit for shits and giggles. I can guarantee you that. Here we go. Let's look at Robert Hunt's deal. Oh, good God in the day. Oh, good God in the day. We still have him for some time, though. We have him for 3 more years. I'm sorry. I thought we only had him for 2 more. We have him for 3 more. Damn. What was the official contract? 5 years, $100 million. Good God in the day. So yeah, he gotta show something. He gotta show something. But we ain't letting him walk. I can guarantee you that. We ain't letting him go nowhere. And why would you? Why would you? But this is what we're looking at over the next 3 seasons. 18.5, 18.5, 17.5. So, I mean, for me personally, I think the more solidification that you can have in that offensive line room, the better. Because he's going to be able to bring guys up like a Sam Heck, like a Fleming, kind of mentor them. Do what they need to do. Obviously, they all play different positions, but you want that veteran voice in the locker room that's going to be able to guide your young talent into being and developing into what you want them to be. So I'm not mad at it, but yeah, it we got to have a bounce back from last year because the beginning of the year didn't look good, and then you're down for the remainder of the season more or less. So that's what we're looking at with Robert Hunt. With that, I mean, we might as well stay on offensive line talk. This came out. Mike K put this out, I believe, today about Brady Christensen, who is still unsigned, still a free agent. We know he's coming off that torn Achilles, but as you see here, he's been cleared for contact. Started his rehab process. Let's see. Jumping off that Achilles, exploding up. That shit look intact to me. She looked like she about ready to go. Oh, yeah. Look how she been. Look how she been. Look how she been. Yeah, hey. We might need to make a damn it phone call. We might need to make a phone call because she looked like she about right. Look. Now watch them explode, nigga. But I gotta know how much is on the bar. I gotta know how much is on the bar. That's gonna tell me a lot. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to see it because I think that they did it on purpose.
It looks like at least 2 plates, so that's 225.
225 minimum. Yeah. And she look. Oh, let me. I gotta rewatch it.
And he in the Kobe shoe.
Yeah.
Hey, people get fanned out over anything. Hey, what he like to say? Don't fall for the propaganda. Don't fall for the propaganda.
Hey, I'm just saying, additional depth ain't gonna hurt you. Right? Would you agree with that?
No, yeah, I agree with that. It won't.
Yeah, additional depth ain't gonna hurt you.
Price gotta be right. The price gotta be right.
I mean, well, his representation should know that the price, it don't got no choice but to be right coming off a torn Achilles. All I'm saying is she looked like she about ready to go. And it looked like it's intact. I like the bend. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing the explosion. I like seeing them get up and out of there. I seen them walking, lunging out, you know. Yeah, with the deadlift bar. Yeah. Yeah, we might got to make a phone call. How much are you willing to give them?
I need more information on numbers.
Average NFL guard contract amount.
It's gonna be below that.
Okay, well, let's just see what it is. Ooh, good God in the day. That's for starting guards, though. 10 to 15 million. While the highest paid starters exceed 20 million per year. Okay. So obviously, we're not giving them 10 or 15. For me, I think I'll give them. I don't know how much money we have to play with, and I don't know how Brent would be able to work them numbers. But for me personally, I wouldn't necessarily hate the idea of bringing them in for 2 years. Give them 2 years, anywhere between 10 to $11 million. So we will be looking at $5 to $5.5 million per year. I think that's doable to have that type piece because he can play every position on the offensive line. We don't know what we don't know what Taylor Moton is going to look like because we know at this point, we know he's going to be on the injury report every week. He's going to have multiple vet days every week, and we just can hope and pray that he's going to be ready to go on game day. Icky is down for this whole season. Well, actually, I don't know because the way they're talking, he seems like he may make a return. But even with that being said, we can assume that he'll be out at least 7 to 8 weeks starting the year. What's my man's name? Fleming. What's his first name? I don't know why.
Monroe Fleming.
Freeling.
Yes.
Monroe Freeling, we know he's a young guy. yeah. Facts. Monroe Freeling, we don't know what he's gonna give us. We know Walker. He's kind of a question mark, but he'll give you vet presence. But even with that, we need consistency. So Robert Hunt is coming back from injury as well. Hey, it's just a lot of things that point to Brent and Dan need to get on the phone and see if we can come up with a deal. Because he looked like he about ready. And even if he ain't, and he got to start off on the IR for 4 weeks, I'm still fine with that. Because then after that, he should be locked, loaded, and ready to go. So, I don't know. That's a good question. I think we brought Jake back, if I'm not mistaken, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if he is back.
Let me see. Or did we let him walk? Yeah, 1 year, 11 million.
Okay. Well, no.
No. I'm sorry. 1 year. I was about to say we gave that nigga $11 million. Okay. Oh no, and that's for 2025.
Yeah, I was about to say he's a free agent right now.
My fault. So he's still on the what you call too, and I like him.
Yeah, he plays solid.
Yeah, I like him. He's solid as hell to me. And then we got the center from Baltimore too.
Yeah.
That I always bring him up, and I never remember his damn name. But I think they're bringing him in to compete for that starting center job with Sam. Heck,
it's experience.
Yeah, 1000%. But I do like Sam Heck though, and I do love the idea of bringing Brady Christensen back.
Yeah, I mean we just gotta see more from Sam. We like what we seen in college, but we just gotta see more.
Yeah. That's true. Luke Fortner as well. That's not who I'm referencing, but he's in it. So we got a little bit of depth. But I like just having a Swiss Army knife that you can just plug and play. He knows your system. Yes, he's coming off an injury, but he knows your system. We've seen him play at an efficient clip, a high clip, consistently. in times past. He's come up big when we've needed him down the stretch of certain ball games or, at certain points in our schedule. He's been a consistent piece. So, yeah, I like him. I agree. I think Sam will win the job. But then again, we also know how this coaching staff get with just being, fanned out behind their guys or whatever the case may be. Because I felt like Brady Christensen should have beat out Austin Corbett last year and the year prior to that. And we saw how they played that shit. So, we couldn't even get the snap right. And they still were unfazed until it was just to a point of no return. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what they got going on. But I'm not going to complain, though. I definitely appreciate them. I definitely appreciate the NFL for letting them drop that far. For sure. Let me see. I don't know what happened to Terrence. Oh, okay, he's back. I want to circle back on this Mike Jackson conversation.
Oh God.
Cause this shit right here dropped. And I just don't know I just don't necessarily know how I should feel about it, bro. I don't. Top 10
NFL coaches, exec, scouts.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm fine with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm fine with the list as a whole.
Yeah.
But that being said, also I'm fine with the list. But unfortunately, I'm considering replacing and removing Sauce Gardner with Mike Jackson, and I'm considering replacing and removing Cooper DeJean for Mike Jackson.
I can see
Mike Jackson should be on this list. No question.
I can see Sauce Gardner being replaced, just because. I mean, and a lot of people will argue is that he just doesn't get the ball thrown his way, and I can see that argument. I really can. But he also just hasn't been the same corner that he was his first couple of years because he had to cut all of that grabbing and shit out. And once they started calling him on that, he just really ain't been that same guy.
Exactly.
So I can see that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. I'm not gonna get on here and defend that JC should be higher though. I won't defend that.
JC should be higher than who?
I said I won't get on here and defend that.
Oh, understood. I think JC is probably ranked about right where he should be. And we like saying that he should be top 3 or top 5. You know what I'm saying?
His production dropped for sure.
His production did drop, which is an argument that you could make and why Mike Jackson had the year that he has, because JC was just doing such a hell of a job in his assignment that they had to go to the other direction. And I wouldn't be mad at that argument. But production-wise, Mike just got more opportunities, and he made more of the opportunities that he got. Not saying JC had a bad year, and not saying, again, that JC shouldn't be ranked where he's ranked. And I know a lot of Panthers fans, and we've come on here a couple of times and said that JC should be top 5. But looking at this list right now, I don't really know who you would replace Jaycee Horn or who you would replace with Jaycee Horn. Because, Pat is going to be Pat. Stingley is a demon. Gonzo, different as hell. Witherspoon, different. And McDuffie, different. I could see him potentially being better than Quignon, because I think that nigga is a tad bit overrated, transparently.
I think he's slightly overrated, but I think based on the year that he had and based on the year that JC had, which was very underwhelming, I can see why they can make an argument for that.
Yeah, I guess. J47 said he'll put JC at 3. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Shout out 8 Ball.
Hey,
but
go back and watch that.
just-
Go back and watch that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that should just solidify 3 for you.
Yeah. And then when I pull this up, right, then it's just kind of like I just don't know how Mike doesn't make the list. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't damn it know. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. I just don't know how he doesn't make the list. Only cornerback to rank top 10 in both categories. But then a nigga will come on here and say that I'm just dick eating when I get it talking about Mike. Yeah, see.
You do, bro. 2 things can be true.
No, bro.
Yes. 2 things can be true, bro. You do be doing that.
How? He's that. Like the nigga is showing you. And I mean, this is just the beginning. Like this ain't even really like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even the full like tantana of what the nigga did last year. Let me see. Because I know he was number 1 in PBUs. He was top 5, if I'm not mistaken, in picks. I mean, I just don't know what else niggas want. Oh God. We might as well
take a
just walk.
shot. End zone. Darnold.
Who hit him?
Darnold looks that way. Darnold
Trayvon.
will throw it. Take a shot. End zone. Intercepted. Over the shoulder for the former Seahawk,
Yeah.
Mike Jackson.
We know how this
ran down
game
they-
ended.
Then ran down their
Darnold looks that
sideline.
way.
Yeah, shout
Darnold
out Andy
will throw
Dalton.
it. Take a shot. End zone.
Or actually,
Intercepted.
Yeah, Andy
I-
Dalton wasn't playing that game.
no, he damn sure won't. That's when Bryce had like 30 yards. And niggas were making excuses for that too. But I digress. you know, that's all we could do. That's all we could come up with was like 52 yards. I think he had like 14 yards in the whole first half. But hey, no biggie. We move. So I won't kick his back in, I guess. Because he's top 100 in the NFL. Shout out to Nandam. Why are you shaking your head? Because I said shout out Nandam?
It just seemed like a very sarcastic, like
I can't even say shout out a nigga now.
In other news, LeBron has his top 3 teams according to Shams. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not. Would you like to read it out to us? Or do you want to pull it up?
It looks like it's going to be the Cavs, Miami, or the Sixers.
Ew.
To what part?
The top two I'm fine with. The Sixers is disgusting.
They have a solid team. Like, if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, which probably less likely to happen, like, you seen the way Tyrese Maxey was playing? Like, he's a bucket. And then coupled with Jaylen Brown, you forgot he went there in the MVP conversation, and then you add Bron and a healthy Embiid. That's a nasty team coming out.
Actually,
You got
out the East too?
Yeah, you got to
Actually?
realize they came back from 3-1 against Boston. And unfortunately, they had to run into who? The Knicks? Yeah, I
Very
mean,
true. That actually might not be terrible. You might have sold me.
yeah, that's not a bad roster. And I think that the Cavs really should be where he go because, I mean, that's just a storybook ending. But on top of that, the Cavs have it all. Like, they have, because they wouldn't have to give up Evan Mobley. They wouldn't have to give up Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell just signed an extension. James Harden opted out for them to go get Bron. So they have it all at the Cavs, like ready to win now.
Yeah. In Miami, what they got? Bam.
Giannis. Yeah, but the only thing is they ain't got no damn shooters. They ain't got no shooters.
They don't got no shooters. He'll end up just how he was about 2 years ago with LA.
Yeah. I mean, now on the defensive side, he don't got to worry about much because you got Giannis, you got Bam, who can pretty much guard 1 through 5, and then you got Davion Mitchell at guard. He's a defensive guy. So you don't
I
have to
don't like
worry
him.
about defense, but I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I just don't. I
I
don't
don't
like
like the
this in
Miami
Miami.
move. Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, I
the
don't like it
Miami.
for Miami. Yeah, I don't like it for Miami. Miami, there is too many of them niggas that play alike. Bron, Bam, and Giannis, they all play alike to me. They all have very, very similar games. And that might sound crazy, but if you actually look at the shit, they're literally just each other reincarnated. No cap. Or that's just
Yes.
disrespectful.
You said Bron and who?
Bron, Bam, and Giannis. They all are the same person. They're all the same person. They're all the same player.
Nah. I disagree a little bit.
Only thing that Bron obviously
He shoots
can
better
run
than
point,
both of them.
and he can shoot better than them. But all of their games is to get downhill.
Yeah, their games
and to score from the mid range.
Yeah, their games is to get downhill, but I think that Bron is just way more of a complete player than the both of them. But I mean, I guess
And Bron is old now, bro.
he's really just looking at somewhere where he can just go and facilitate. You know, he's still probably going to give you his 20 a night. Probably going to drop down to 20, but I mean, a starter that can give you a consistent 20 a night, 6-7 assists. Yeah.
26 and 5.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for much
There's
more
a lot of
for a
niggas
fucking 41-year-old.
No.
I mean,
No, it's a lot of niggas that would kill to have that type career, 26 and 7. And we talking about him doing that potentially at 41 years of age, 42. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for much more than that because he's still gonna draw a lot of attention just because of who he is.
1000%. Agreed.
So it'll be interesting. I think he has good options either way he decides to go.
Yeah, agreed. Here's a question for you. Even though it's not the Q&A segment, but we don't get many comments on Twitter, so I feel like, you know, we got to show Chase some love. Chase, appreciate you tapping in. Does Brazel replace Leggett this year? And we're gonna dive into when we return back to studio. We're gonna dive into some training camp battles that we're looking forward to seeing throughout the offensive line room as well. That wide receiver 3 position is going to be a huge topic of conversation. Going to be interested to see what happens in the cornerback room. So we'll dive a little bit deeper into that. But how do you feel about this? If you don't care to state your opinion again, what are you doing with those cards in your hand?
I just got a new pack, but I don't like them. So we can do a giveaway possibly. I'll give away this whole pack. There actually might be some good shit in here that I just don't really have the knowledge of. Yeah, but I got her from Topps, and I don't usually get Topps brand, even though they're a good brand. So I don't have a lot of knowledge on what's a good card in the Topps brand or not. I mean, I have somewhat of an idea, but it's not like my other packs that I collect. So
okay,
I'm just
so should we do a
with
giveaway?
Yeah, I mean, take a card pack. I haven't done anything with them.
Facts.
but
QJ, appreciate the super chat again.
Shout out QJ.
I missed it. Trey Harden for Kyrie and Trey Allen for AD.
Well, the Wizards already said that AD is untouchable right now.
Yeah.
So,
and the Wizards, they got a good little not that I
they got a good little squad together. So
yeah, and people have been asleep, including myself, until the other day I looked at their shit and I was just like, oh, actually,
I think they're willing to rock out with that.
Yeah, for sure. I would be personally. Let me get back to Chase's. Appreciate you again, QJ. But yeah, do you think? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say, bro. Yes, I will say that I feel at some point or another, Brazel will replace Leggett. But I don't think that it'll be for lack of opportunities. I think that Xavier Leggett, and because I'm only saying that yes, because Xavier Leggett unfortunately hasn't shown us the ability to maximize the opportunities that he's given. That being said, I still have faith in Xavier Leggett and his development, and I do still feel as though he can turn into a significant contributing piece to this offense. But he has to, you know what I'm saying? He just has to be locked in mentally and have the right opportunities and get delivered the football properly by his quarterback. And I'll leave that there. Terrence, how do you feel about it?
It's hard to say. Like, I do think that just based on where the Panthers drafted him, just based on the kind of hype that he's gotten throughout the offseason, I think that he's going to have his fair shot to do so. But I also think that a lot of it is going to come to him actually producing. And I think we did see, some production in mini camp, in rookie camp, but it's only so much that you can see when you're running in just shirt, shorts, and a helmet. So it's tough, but I think he'll have his fair shot. He'll have his opportunity. And I think that if he's remotely as good as we think he is, then I don't think he would have a problem with replacing Xavier Leggett, honestly. And that's not coming from me hating on Xavier Leggett. I just think that right now, like if I had to pick between the two, I just think Chris Braswell is a better he's just a better prospect at the moment, just based on what I've seen. But then again, like I said, it's been in shorts, t-shirt, and a helmet, so you can't really take too much stock into that. But he looks a little bit more polished. He looks a little bit more comfortable.
I'd agree. And I think they're just two totally different players, bro. I think they're two totally different players, which is why I said Xavier Leggett, in my opinion, will still get his opportunities because Chris Braswell, he's being brought in to kind of take the top off of the defense. Xavier Leggett has shown you that, unfortunately, he doesn't have the ability to do that consistently. And so with that, it's just going to be very I think the game and the situation will determine a lot on who we see on the field. And obviously, at the end of the summer, they have to report their official depth chart. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'd be surprised if I see either one of those guys at wide receiver 3. I wouldn't. So I think time will tell. I think, again, there will be no shortage of opportunities between both guys. And I am looking forward to Xavier Leggett taking a step forward this year. I think that with all of the talk, with all of the critiques, with everything surrounding him as a personality, as a player, all the things off and on the field that fans have had comments on and things of that nature, I think year 3, Xavier Leggett is going to be what we've been expecting to see over the past 2 years. And if you don't get it this year, then it's time to pull a Jonathan Mingo. 1,000%. And that's even if he has any value.
You're done after this year?
Yeah. If I don't see, and I would have to kind of take a look at what things will look like. But I'm going to say, let me see. Let me pull up his stats from last year. And I'll go ahead and give a number.
Kenny just hit me up and said, tell JJ stop hating.
Who am I hating on? Because I said Bryce can't deliver him the football properly? That's not hate. That's a fact. Go look at the film.
I don't know what specific thing that he's talking about, but I mean, I deem it to be probably true.
I'm gonna say Xavier Leggett. My expectations this year, or else we have to go in a different direction. Because this is what we got from him the past 2 years. Okay. Now, for me, 2026, with the way the room will be constructed, you'll have Jalen Coker and T-Mac both starting. I'm expecting a ban at least. I'm actually expecting 1,100 from T-Mac this year. 1,100 from T-Mac, and I'll say 9 tutties. Coker, I'm going to say 850 and 6 tutties. Xavier Leggett, I'm going to say it has to be minimum 650 and 3 tutties.
I don't think he gets that, bro.
And that's minimum. Because he's shown that he can get the touchdown production. He can hit that 3 number. He's done it twice the past 2 years. But that 650 is where he's going to have to show a lot of improvement. I think he can do it. 650 yards and 3 touchdowns minimum for Xavier Leggett.
How much did he have last year? How much did he have last year? 363 with 363, and then you also have Coker taking the extra step, just got paid. We assume that he's going to be healthy for majority of the season. So a lot of touches is going to go his way. T-Mac, another year in the offensive rookie of the year. He's going to get a lot of touches. Then you also have the way Jimmy Horn was playing throughout the offseason. A lot of the media coverage that we've seen coming from him, we will have to assume that he's probably going to get a bigger role if he makes the team. And then also Chris Brazel that they drafted in the 3rd round. It's hard for me to see Xavier Leggett eclipsing 650 yards.
Well, do something for
I don't
me.
see
On
it.
your phone. Just do 650 divided by 17 because I don't have my phone with me right now. Well, then again, I think I could just pull up.
All right, 38 yards a game.
He can. Do
Yeah,
that,
that's gonna be tough, bro.
He can do 38 yards a game, bro. He can stay healthy and play every game this year, and he can get 38 yards a game because it won't have to be 38 yards a game. It could be fucking 75 or 80 yards one game, and then 20 plus the following game. He can do. What was the number? 38 yards.
Yeah, 38 yards a game,
38 yards a game, bro. And again, if he can't, then my point will remain true. If he can't get that done, if he can't hit the minimum of 650 yards and 3 touchdowns this season, then it's curtains. I'm fair to say that. But I'm just letting fans know to allow him the time to do that. Let this be the year. Let this be the make or break year. Let him show us that Chris Brazel should beat him out. And that Chris Brazel should be wide receiver 3 moving forward. But until that happens, because Chris Brazel hasn't done or proven shit neither, even though people are trying to just immediately get him out the paint, Xavier Leggett, he ain't done nothing either. So if that's the case, let him battle it out in training camp.
I mean, because, bro, 363 yards, come on.
Yeah, that is pathetic. That is very pathetic. That is very pathetic. Especially when the better part of the year you were wide receiver 2.
Yeah, it's not going to get it done. It's just not. That's not a recipe for success in the NFL, unfortunately. Because, like we said, 1,000 yards isn't even like, all right, you got 1,000 yards, cool. That's cute. But the top tier receiver.
1,000 yards is what? 1,000 yards is like a little under 60 yards a game.
I was about to say,
right?
Especially with the added game, it's 58 yards a game, roughly 59 technically.
59 yards a game to hit 1,000 yards.
That's not much for a number 1 receiver.
Yeah, no, it's not. Ooh, bloody. This is, again, we can dive into this conversation a little bit more once we get in studio and we talk about the matchups.
I mean, I think that's valid.
I think so too. I think a lot of people are moving off the presumption that he's just going to make it and just be locked in. I don't know.
But then you just got to look at
he was doing same shit he was doing, and I'm gonna use your logic on this. The same shit he did last year and what he was able to accomplish last year, John Mechie could have did the same exact thing, if not more. And the only difference is he has a true connection with Bryce, and Jimmy Horn doesn't.
Do you think that John Mechie could have did the same thing with the opportunities that Jimmy Horn has had? Because John Mechie has been dog shit since he's been. I mean, let me be respectful because he was battling a health condition, so that that takes some heat into it. But do you think that John Mechie would have done the same thing with the amount of touches that Jimmy Horn got last season?
I think so. 11 catches for 108 yards. So he pretty much has a average reception. Average reception, his shit is damn near identical to Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, but Xavier Leggett is what 2-3 years ahead of him.
Not
First
three, nigga.
first round
Not
pick.
three. Not
2 years
three.
at 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Two,
yeah.
2
But
years
don't-
ahead of him. First round pick.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
I
I'm
was
just
listening.
saying.
I was listening to somebody talk, and they were like, "Unfortunately, in these leagues, you can't. Sadly, you can't outrun your draft pick."
I mean, that's true. And I say that, and then John Mechie has only like come close to that average one time in his
Yeah,
career.
I mean,
So
yeah.
maybe
So
he can't.
yeah, go
So
slow.
maybe he can't. Because even then, you look at the rushing yards as well. -5, and then 4. I would assume, on one attempt. So yeah, maybe he can't. I don't know, bloody. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. And that is a valid point too. He was with the Jets. So I mean, yeah, that speaks for itself. All right, cool. Let's go to Juice so we can wrap this thing up. We've already kind of gone over where I wanted to be. Terrence, if you don't mind, like I mentioned earlier, I don't have my phone, so if you don't mind just reading all of them. Just damn it, be a team player, bro.
All right, bro. I'll read yours first. Plus 516. France to qualify for the next round against Morocco. You have Spain to qualify for the next round against Belgium. You have Norway to qualify for the next round against England. And then you have my Indiana Fever to beat the Los Angeles Sparks as well. The reason that qualifying for the next round is a good way to go because, like we mentioned last week, that also includes like extra time and PKs and stuff like that. Because if you just have their money line, then you might get fucked off if the game goes into extras. And like I said, that's a plus 516. Dylan, let me scroll up to get his. He had Argentina against Egypt. He has France against Morocco. Then he has Erling Haaland anytime score against England. His already got clipped because he had Colombia versus Switzerland, and I think they went to PKs and Switzerland ended up winning, if I'm not mistaken.
That is
Please correct. That was a plus 854. He sent his a little too early. He sent his a little too early. He sent his a little too early, so he's already out of the running. So I guess if you take this Colombia and Switzerland off, you just have Erling Haaland, anytime goal, France, money line against Morocco, Argentina. They already beat Egypt. So, I mean, and Egypt just fucking shit the bed as they were up 2-0. But, that just explains again why Messi is the GOAT. I'll move on to mine. I have France.
Hey, look down below. Look down below. What'd he say? Continue.
Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. I have France to qualify for the next round. I have Mbappe, 2 or more shots on target. I think that's a lot. I have Erling Haaland, 2 or more shots on target. I was watching him play the other day, and he just don't even seem like he really cares. Like, he just be moving so slow, but he's also like 6'6", so I guess I understand. But yeah, I have him 2 or more shots on target. Max Holloway, money line against Conor McGregor. This is going to be a crazy fight card come Saturday. Everybody tune in. I will probably be tuned in from the casino. And then I have the Las Vegas Aces against the Portland Fire. My ticket is a plus 434. 5 leg.
That sounds like a good card. Outside of Max beating Connor.
Yeah, I think Max is going to destroy Connor. Do you know that they listen? They fought. They fought about 13 years ago when Max was a young cat. But we seen that Max, he's climbed the ranks a little bit, and we seen what he can do. If you want to go know how good Max Holloway is, go watch him against Justin Gaethje. Probably one of the most legendary fights of our generation. Honestly,
I'd agree with that. Oh, and don't bro fight this weekend too?
I think he does. against King Green.
Yeah, I might put 500 on King. I might, damn it, put 500 on King by knockout. Or that would just be some hating shit.
No, I don't think it will be hating.
I hope he gets laid down. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, I like King. Like, I honestly like King Green. He's just a little bit older, so you know his fights can go really either way. And then bro is gonna be younger than him, so you know typically they have the advantage. But King Green, like we say King Green, but he was originally known as Bobby Green. A lot of y'all might know him from that. Like he's fought a lot of fights. He's also lost a lot, but I mean he's a solid fighter. Like he's a solid
stick
fighter.
around the UFC for this long, then you got to be halfway decent.
Yeah, he has a chin too.
Come and go. For sure. For surely. Am I doing too much? Am I doing too much if I say Jaycee Horn and Mike Jackson are the best cornerback duo in the league? You're absolutely not doing too much. They are. They're 1,000% the best cornerback duo in the league.
I think people could argue Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, but I wouldn't say that you're doing too much. There's an argument to be had there.
For sure. Am I doing too much by saying T-Mac is the best receiver we've had since Smitty? I wouldn't necessarily say you're doing too much, but I would go slow.
Well, what have we had?
DJ.
Oh,
and
DJ.
I can't stand him.
Yeah, DJ Moore. But outside of that,
I mean, you had 1 year of Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, and then he fucked off.
Yeah, you had
DJ Chark, Deontay Johnson.
Oh my god, that shit
that's pretty much
in my mouth.
That's pretty much it, honestly.
Yeah, Devin Funchess for a little while.
Yeah. Philly Brown.
Oh, I mean, my god. Oh god. Can I just tell you that if Cam Newton had Tetairoa, McMillan, and Jalen Coker, do you know? Matter of fact, that's unfair. Don't worry about it.
I mean, Cam Newton is an MVP.
Strike it from the record.
Cam Newton is an MVP.
Strike it from the damn it record. Jericho Cotchery. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it's just been very, very desolate, to say the least. Yeah, no. You're not doing too much. But I would go slow because DJ Moore did have a couple of good seasons as a Panther. So.
Yeah, I think every year that he was with us, maybe except one, he had an 1,000-yard season. So
let's see. DJ Moore. Yep. Yeah, I would go slow on that. 788 year one, then 1175, 1193, 1157, and 888.
And that 888
production wasn't really there that much, but
the 888 was split between what? PJ Walker and
Baker, I guess.
Yes.
At that time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I think DJ Moore as a Panther we've only had 1 year of Tetairoa McMillan, so we have to see. I mean, I'm not going to just jump out the window and say that he's the best receiver since Smitty, because DJ Moore did have some good years here, even though I didn't like his attitude the best.
He just wanted to win.
He was soft. No, he didn't just want to win. Because if he just wanted to win, then he would have had more fire about him. He was just soft mentally. He wasn't mature.
Yeah, to each his own.
We'll open up Q&A for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. Super chat Q&As. QJ, you can get a free one because you done super chat about 3 or 4 times tonight. So we'll give QJ a free one. Q&A, 99 cents. I'm passing the offer and played around. Also, with that being said, go ahead. You said what?
Don't get to begging too much, bro.
I'm just saying I'm passing the offer and played around.
Protect the validity.
I didn't say ties. I said the offering plate. Now, if it was ties, then niggas would know what they had to do. Niggas would know what they had to do. Or not. No Q&A then. It's all good. I don't have anything else, I don't think. Happy to be back. Happy to be back, but not really. It's a gift and a curse.
It is. It's a grind.
It's a grind for sure. And I'm still exhausted.
But I'm happy for football season.
Oh, that being said, bro, we're less than a month away from the Carolina Panthers playing competitive football, by the way. We have that Hall of Fame game is August 6th. We're less than a month away. We're only 2.5 weeks away from training camp officially opening up. Football season is here, and that's why I said it's been great having the World Cup this season, this offseason, because honestly, time has flown by. I'll be honest. The time has flown by for me personally. I don't know if everybody else feels that way, but shit, I'm ready though. It's time. I will say that. It's definitely time. It's definitely time. That being said, I can easily see a world where the Carolina Panthers win 12 ball games.
He said quick record prediction.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I didn't even see that shit. Quick record prediction. I'm going to say, just off the top of my head, bro, I'm just going to say 9-8. 9-8. I think we win one more ball game than we did last year. But that being said, I think we still do win our division, and I think with that 9-8, we go win a playoff game.
Yeah, I'm around the same. Like, I really want to go 8-9, but I don't want to be disrespectful. So I'm around 9-8, really.
9-8 for me. I can see, like I just said, I can see a world where this team wins 12 games. But that has to come, bro. That has to come. Like, the first month of the season is so important. And that's why I have us at 9-8. Because I really want to jump out the window and say, okay, this is the year where we go 12-5 or even 13-4. But I just don't know if the coaching staff is going to be putting the demands on the fucking players to be ready, sharp, and ready to go come week one.
Well, the schedule was tough this year.
Say that. I mean, yeah, it's tough.
Bro, the schedule is tough this year. Yeah, but I would, with this team this year, if we had last year's schedule, then I would be like, all right, 12 ball games.
I don't know, bro. I think that you go 4-2 minimum in the division, because I think you can sweep Atlanta again. So that's 2 right there, and then you split with New Orleans and Tampa Bay, and there's 4 wins right there. I think I can find 8. I think I can find 8 more. I do. I think I can find 8 more, because really, can we have an honest conversation, bro? Or should I just go slow? Because I really just want to say that realistically, you could start the season off 4-0. Not even on no funny shit. Realistically, you could.
Yeah,
you handle your business against Chicago.
I would just go slow, bro. I really would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go slow, bro, but you can start off 4-0. You can, 1,000%. You handle your business against Chicago, the city will be buzzing. You're going to carry some of that momentum that you closed last year off with into the week 1 season opener at home. First time in, 3 years, damn near 4 years, something like that. You carry that momentum. You clip Chicago. Then you go on the road to Atlanta, who you've owned the last however many years, Bryce Young's children. You go to Cleveland, which I have stated multiple times that I feel like could potentially be a trap game. But if you have the right mindset, you can win that game in nasty fashion like you did against the Jets last year. And then Sunday Night Football against the Detroit Lions, we don't really know what they got going on. They didn't look like the same team last year. They weren't scary at all. You can clip them niggas. You can start off 4-0 and go into your bye feeling really, 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 really good about your chances. heading into that second part of the season. So I can make an argument for us going 4-0 to start the year off. Look at QJ, bro. QJ, I didn't know you were this fanned out behind 9, bro. Look at him. Look at him, bro. But that being said, you have a valid point. Because if we do win 12 ball games, then you're right.
They're gonna have to come see about it.
1,000. Yeah, the price of the brick will 1,000% go up. No question about it. No question about it. Round of applause. Super chat. Shout out Panther Bo. I think so too. Said they carry the chip on their shoulder from the Rams game. I think so too. Because I think they know that should have been a W. I'm not here to lie to you. That 1,000% should have been a W. But when you have your best guys going out of the game with money on the line, and you have people on the field at the linebacker positions that can't guard, and that just don't play the position the best, that's kind of what you run into. And when you start not rushing the quarterback and just letting one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL just sit back and pat the football with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua to throw the football to, that's what's going to happen.
Debacle by the defense.
Yeah, 1,000%. And still had an opportunity.
Yeah,
all we got to do is catch the football and extend the drive.
Jimmy Horn.
Yeah, that's all we got to do. Catch the football and extend the drive, and you still have an opportunity with the best closing quarterback in the league outside of Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah, I think that the Carolina Panthers wish they had that one back. For sure. See, hey, at least you can admit it, though, bro. At least you can admit it. I respect you for being able to admit it. That's fine, because I'll be fanned out behind Mike. So
yeah, bad. Do you want to answer this question?
I mean, sure.
What's a successful season this year, and specifically for Bryce Young as part 2? I don't know if that's.
I mean, a successful season to me, bro. Again, last year it was just make the playoffs. This year it's a successful season is another playoff berth and probably a playoff win. But if we're talking about just a regular season, then for me personally, a successful year is you winning 10 or 11 ball games. Because then that's going to tell me, based on the schedule, based on who you have to play this year, it is tough, but that's going to tell me that you're ready to compete at that level over the next couple of years, and that you have the guy behind center or under center to get that job done. So that's what I'm looking at in that regard. Bryce, it just has to look better, bro. It just has to look better. And I know that that's such a cop-out answer. I know that's an answer that y'all probably don't like to hear. I think, I know that y'all probably feel at times I'm way too tough on him. But if we're talking about this is our franchise guy and we're heading into year 4, now is a time where we got to see you grow up.
Well, specifically with that, it's more so of like not starting the game off slow, not putting your team in compromising positions early in the game where you have multiple turnovers early in the ball game and then have to battle back and then have to put a lot of pressure on your defense. So it's not even like those things should be simple. Protect the football. Yep. Like that's really what it is for him.
Terrence? Because the thing that makes me so frustrated with Bryce is because I know he can do it. Because when the money is on the line, when
most quarterbacks fold.
When most quarterbacks fold, nigga, you rise to the occasion. So I know you can do it. So I don't know what it is, but it was almost like last year he had to have an interception or early turnover in the game for him to get started and moving. That's what I mean when I say, like Terrence just said, that's for me personally what I say. It has to look better, protect the football, and get started earlier. We can't have throwaway drives like we did last year. We had a lot of games where we had throwaway drives, 3 and outs, or us just bullshitting so we can get the 4th and manageable, and then having to have a heart racing play on fourth down where money is on the line. Like, it just be too much, bro. It just has to look better. It has to look better. It has to feel better. The operation has to be cleaner.
I agree.
And again, he can do it. And I know he can do it. This is why I say that I don't want to come off as a hater. I don't want to sound like I'm hating. I'm 100% confident that he can do it because, like we just said, when the money is on the line and niggas shrivel up, he lets his nuts hang.
Yeah,
and
so
that's one of the best qualities he has.
at the beginning of the game, she should definitely be more comfortable when it's 0-0.
Right.
There's not really any pressure. You just don't have to turn the ball over. Like, now you have the weapons around you. You have guys that can go make plays. You have a running game. You have a receiving core. So, I mean, there's not really any excuse there.
Right. Like, and I'll take this a microcosm, like, just to look at it from a microscope. Like, when I say it has to look better, like, I never in my life want to see a game from Bryce Young like I saw against Miami. Because though we ended up victorious and though it felt great being in the stadium for that comeback, there's no way in the world that we should have been in a position where we were down 17 points to that Miami Dolphins team.
No.
Especially not at the hands of Bryce Young. It just shouldn't have happened. It just shouldn't have happened. So that's what I say. It just has to look and feel better. And again, of course, he did rise to the occasion, and the weapons around him made a lot of big plays down the stretch. You go back and you look at that fourth down conversion from Jimmy Horn, or was that one from Jimmy Horn or Jalen Coker? I know we had two big fourth down conversions.
Well, one of them was from Jimmy Horn. I know for sure.
I think that's the one. That's the one where Bryce threw a damn good ball and Jimmy Horn climbed the ladder and went and went to go get it. Like, that was big. You know what I'm saying? You have the weapons around you to compete and to do it consistently. And so now you just have to do it. You have to do it. I mean, it's just really that simple for me. But either way, we're gonna pay him. Like, that's the thing. Either way, we're gonna pay him. 34. Hold, QJ. Let me read this shit first. 34 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I don't think he'll throw for 34 touchdowns. I think he has the ability to, but I don't know if this scheme will put him in a position in which he has to throw for that many touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
Because you're talking damn near 40 touchdowns in totality.
Right. And then let's just see, because I don't even think that he's even come close to fucking cracking 30 in his career.
Yeah, I feel like his most has probably been around 22 or something.
Yeah, it's been 23. Last year it was 23. 3,000 yards. Like, yeah, you know, like 3,000 yards on a year for me is just is ass. It's terrible.
Well, if he's throwing 34 touchdowns, then
he'll have more than 34, 50.
Yeah.
He'll have closer to 37, 50, 38. And I agree with this too. I think the addition of Jonathan Brooks, even through all of our little bullshit that we went through with him, I think the addition of him is going to be extremely beneficial for that offense too. We just need him to stay healthy. I mean, that's very simple. And I don't think that I'm saying anything that nobody else hasn't thought. And I don't mean no harm when I say it. And I know that he can't control it, but if he stays healthy, I think he can be a big part of this offense. That has never, ever, ever been in question. We've all. I won't even go down that path again. Just know we're Jonathan Brooks supporters on this podcast. That's all I'm gonna say. We've never questioned what he had the ability to be in the NFL. I think that when he was drafted, we had conversations about the Panthers reaching with him being drafted in the second round, and ultimately, in hindsight, those questions were correct. Nevertheless, I still do feel as though he can be a major contributing piece of this offense. So that's what I'll say on that front. So I agree with you on that. This is a good point, Chase. Brooks, Horn, yeah, I'll even throw Derek Brown in that on that front. I'll throw that offensive line in on that front because you don't want to run into a situation where you're having to roll out what's the nigga that Stone Fort Worth or whatever that nigga's name is, Stone whatever.
Stone
that
Forsyth or
tackle.
something like that.
Yeah. You don't want to run into a situation where that nigga is getting playing time. You don't want to run into a situation where, God forbid, him and Chandler Zavala are on the line at the same time because Bryce may be feeling as though it's 2023 again. Who else? Taylor Moton. Without Ikem Ekwonu being healthy, you don't really want him to get. So, yes, health is going to be a big part to this. But that's any season. That's any season, in my opinion. And that's with all teams in the NFL. I mean, that's nothing new for me, in my opinion, transparently. Cool. All right, I'm good. I'm good on it, bro. We did 2 hours. I was only planning on an hour and a half, so I think we're good on that front. Got anything else for the people?
Nope. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. We will be back next week. We're on track. We'll be one week closer to being in studio, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get back. The streams are cool because they're more interactive, and we can pull stuff up and you guys can see it or whatever the case may be. But I like being in studio. I like the production aspect of it. So one step closer to that, but we will be back on stream next week. We'll be one step closer to training camp as well. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to tap in with us on social media as you see down below. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. Also, take the time out now to go enter the FPFO Road Game Experience. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July, safe weekend. Hope you guys have an outstanding week, and tap in with us at the J. Cole concert on Friday. Opening night, man. The fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Rilo dropped the album too. So make sure y'all go check that out.
That's your man's in there right there.
He finally getting the respect that he deserved.
Yeah. I was asleep on that project initially. The first one.
Yeah, I know. I put you on.
You did. See, I'm not like you, nigga. I'm not like you, nigga. I can admit it. You the one that don't like admitting it to me.
When has that been the case?
Like how I put you on Tory.
You didn't. I always knew about Tory Lane. You just gave me some additional songs.
Oh, my God, bro. See,
you act like Tory Lane was some like underground rapper or underground artist or something like that.
I put you on Benny.
I don't listen to Benny.
That's the fucking problem. That's the problem.
I literally have maybe one song on my phone downloaded by him.
Yeah, see, that's the issue. You ain't never heard that. You ain't never heard that Benny the Butcher and Drake shit, have you?
I don't.
Let me see. We're gonna get clipped for this. We're gonna get clipped for this 1000%. I'm gonna play 20 seconds of the shit. I don't even know if this is gonna be the right shit neither. Let me see.
I only got the song with him and J. Cole downloaded. Johnny P's Caddy.
Yeah. You ain't heard this shit right here. Let me just put you on the song for 10, 12 seconds and just hope that we don't get clipped.
I'm iller than the illness that these people wish me. Drake be joshing around, but life wasn't Nickelodeon or Disney. Is you kidding me? My resume is thicker than Nicki. I'm busy. I remember doing halftime in Jackson, Mississippi. Wasn't driving Cadillac then, but shit still found a way to escalate quick.
Just know, nigga, Benny, just listen when I tell you, nigga, Benny make your favorite rapper rap harder, nigga. Benny make your favorite rapper rap harder. That Johnny P's Caddy might be one of J. Cole's greatest verses of his life. That's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but
Oh no, that's 1000% true. That's 1000% true for sure, for sure, absolutely. What is Drake's best verse ever?
Drake's best verse ever.
Yeah, not song, verse. Can be features included.
I don't really know, honestly. He just has so many.
Got some shit.
Yeah, he just
He
got
got
so
some
much
shit.
stuff. I just don't even know if I can decide. But the first thing that came to my mind is either The Remorse or Do Not Disturb. But I know those aren't like necessarily his best verses ever, but those were just some of the songs where he was just, he had a lot of shit to say.
Yeah. For me, it's Churchill Downs, hands down.
Yeah, he
And I
slid
don't
on
know.
that too.
I don't know what inspired. I don't know what inspired him to chat like that on a Jack Harlow record. But yeah, yeah. Straight bars. But again, nigga, just know Benny is your favorite rapper, nigga. Just know that. Griselda, nigga. Nothing.